Hey guys, welcome to KCF Conversations, and today I am joined by Melissa Williams.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Melissa, let's start by this. How long have you been coming to Kitsap CrossFit?
I think I joined Kitsap CrossFit last March after a powerlifting competition, so maybe like the end of March, beginning of April, somewhere in there.
Okay, so not quite a year yet here at Kitsap
No,
CrossFit.
almost.
Okay.
I'm coming up on it.
Cool. Well, unlike most folks when they're new members here at Kitsap CrossFit, you actually came in with some experience. You had been
Yes.
doing CrossFit for a while.
Yeah.
You'd even been coaching CrossFit for a while.
I did. I coached for a little while, maybe like a year and a half.
Okay, how many years, how long total had you been doing CrossFit?
Now I've been doing CrossFit for maybe like 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
About 5 years.
And interestingly enough, you and I met prior to you coming to Kitsap
Yes,
CrossFit
yes.
As you were becoming a coach.
Yeah,
where
you
were at
taught
previously.
my level one.
Yeah, how
Well,
funny is that?
He was one of my level
Yes.
one.
Yes, I'm not the only one.
He was the best one.
Of course, of course. But it's kind of a small CrossFit world, right? It's kind of cool that way. And then also, in addition to CrossFit, you've also competed in powerlifting.
I have, yeah, I've done a competition at Dungeon CrossFit,
Okay.
or Dungeon Fitness.
Dungeon Fitness, yeah.
They're not CrossFit.
They're not a CrossFit, no.
No.
Okay, so now, and then you were doing some training in a garage. When you were training for your powerlifting meet, you were training, just doing like garage gym
Yeah,
training,
I
right?
mainly did in like my garage or in a friend's garage. We would just kind of get together every day. There's a lot of training actually, so I had to kind of cut CrossFit out of my training regimen almost completely, because by the end of my training sessions with powerlifting that I was getting all those lifts in, I was so fatigued that a Metcon or anything really CrossFit related was kind of like not really an option. Like I was just spent.
Yeah.
Completely spent.
Were you able to work up and build up to the goals that you had set
I
for
did.
your powerlifting meet?
Yeah, I really did. I was really proud of my body and what it was able to do. I was very shocked. I did it kind of as an experiment thing, because it was not something that I was ever like planning on doing, but someone had mentioned it and I was kind of like, oh, like I'm interested, let's try it. Not even realizing that I was going to end up probably not doing CrossFit. I was thinking I'm going to do both, and quickly learned that no, it wasn't
hard.
really a thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to dedicate yourself to that type of sport and do well in it, it does take a little extra dedication,
Yeah.
and it's sort of limiting other things that you're going to do.
Yeah, and I am a mom first, and I work, so it was hard. Like the time was just like, no, there was just no way. I had to pick and choose. So.
Well, and your work hours are a little different than most.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
a
work
little
some
different.
pretty late hours.
Yeah.
So what was your best lift at the powerlifting meet?
My best lift, or the one that I was the most proud of?
Well, okay, so which one were you the most proud of?
I was probably most proud of my squat, because my deadlift I missed on my second attempt, so I didn't get to go up as high as I wanted to.
Okay. What'd you get for your squat?
I got 257 in competition.
257. Pretty good. So it's funny that's the squat. That's the lift that you recall the most, because when you had first started, I don't think I met you when you first started. But I remember coming to the gym one day, and I think we were doing back squats that day, and I look over, and again, I didn't know you very well, and I just saw this tiny person, and I looked at the bar, and I was like, damn, that is a lot of freaking weight. And then I saw you squat it, and I was like, oh, we're good here. We're good. Like, I don't know who this is, but she's freaking strong.
Yeah, like, hi, alert. Does anyone know what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so you do your powerlifting meet.
Yes.
And then you flip back over into CrossFit.
I was itching to get back into the gym. I was like ready to do CrossFit again.
How did that feel?
Exciting. It was exciting. I finished the powerlifting meet and was ready to change it up. It was an exciting thing to me, and I was trying to do it at home. And I really did try and do it at home, but it just was like finding workouts, online, trying to be creative and think of your own. It's challenging, and it gets exhausting actually, because you're like every single day, not only to get up and out into the garage, but what are you going to do with your time?
Right.
And then sometimes you go out and you're going to start something, and then you're like, no, I don't even want to do that. You're cherry picking your own workouts that you're creating, and then before you know it, you've been out there for 3 hours and you probably didn't do as great of a workout as if you were in the gym. So.
Yeah. Were you just doing your own programming, or were you following programming online?
I was doing basically my own programming, or like what my friends were coming up with, or what we would find off the internet, like pick and choosing like the gnarliest thing we could find, basically, and trying to torture each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a fun way to do it. That looks awful. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
looks
and then eventually you came here.
Yes, what happened was I was having a hard time working out as often as I wanted to. And then I had a friend that was dropping in here and said, I think you should try it out. I really think that you would like it, that it would be a good fit for you. And I was an easy sell because I was like itching to get back into the community and be around people and stuff. So I came in and I got a membership that same day, I'm pretty sure.
Cool. Okay, so you came in, tried one class, and
Yeah.
boom, you're like, yep, this is my new home.
This is home. I signed up immediately that day. I couldn't wait.
And what was it? What was it about Kitsap CrossFit that made you feel so welcome so quickly?
So I feel like all of the coaches here seemed extremely knowledgeable. Everyone seemed to really, really care. And there's just, you can tell in a coach when they talk and they're explaining a workout, in their confidence and the way that they explain things, in the way that they're able to talk in an organized pattern to engage their audience. And it was just, I was sold. I had confidence in them because they were so confident.
Okay. And not that long ago, a week or so ago, you and I were chit-chatting after a workout, and you were telling me some stories which kind of inspired me to want to interview you. You were talking about some things that you've been able to accomplish here that you hadn't accomplished in the past. And, one of them was like, you'd never done rope climbs in a workout.
Yes.
Before coming here, you'd never done rope climbs in a workout. And since you've come here, you've never not done rope climbs in a workout,
No,
which
was
is,
like not an option.
I mean, rope climb's a complex movement, so that's not unheard of.
Yeah.
But you also talked about a relatively simple movement, like a wall ball. And you had said, and I find this hard to believe, but you had said that prior to coming here, you had never done more than 5 wall balls unbroken in a
No.
workout.
No.
And I think that was the day we did 30 wall balls in sets, and
Yeah.
you did all of them
Well,
unbroken?
I did the first 2 sets
Okay.
in 30, and then I broke the last 2 sets.
But so
up.
now
But
in a
still
workout,
an
yeah.
amazing feat even still.
You've gone from 5 to 30 plus unbroken. I
Yes.
mean, how did we do that? Like, what's the difference?
I
Like,
think that it's the extra care that is taken to break movements down and to give all of the tips and tricks and to not get lazy with it where, as a coach too, it might get monotonous giving out these workouts. They've maybe done the movement already one time that week, and I think it's easy to get complacent and forget that maybe someone in the room needs the help here or there, and I feel like that is never skipped. I feel like everything is always explained and given other ways to do them or the best way to do it, and it's like it works different for everyone, and I think that's what it was. One coach, and I don't even know who, broke the wall ball down one day, and for some reason things that they said just clicked to me, and the timing, the I don't know what it was, but
so just little strategy tips that you might just take for granted. If you've been
Yeah.
doing CrossFit for a while, you just kind of take it for granted and you assume that people know what you know. That assumption wasn't made here.
No,
and,
not at all.
And in every class, we try to break every movement down to its smallest element so people can
literally,
get that.
yeah, that's a really good way to say it.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. I mean, that's great to hear. It's
You should be proud. You really do have amazing coaches.
oh, that's awesome. Thank
Every
you for
single
that.
one of them. I really feel like I can't even say a favorite because I feel like everyone is so different in their own unique way. They run their class. They run their class a little different. Their style's a little different. I love it. Every single one of them.
Well, that's
really
cool.
do.
I mean, part of me wants to say that was by design, like we set it up that way. But also, I think it's just in the fact that we have great coaches. I mean, we've selected great folks. We've had great folks come to us and say, "Hey, I want to do this here." And our requirement is you have to show us passion before you can become a coach
Yeah.
here. And that's we're not just going to take someone off the street.
You can tell that you guys all have a great relationship too. Like you coaches all seem to have like a nice tight bond, like your own little family unit. It's pretty awesome.
That's cool. I mean, that's what we're all about, right? Community.
Yep, literally.
Community as a team and community as members and CrossFitters. So that's awesome. Okay, so you've competed in a powerlifting meet.
Yes.
You're doing rope climbs now. You're stringing together more wall balls. What's next? Like, what do you want to accomplish next? What's your big goal, Melissa?
I don't know. I feel like that's a hard thing to answer on the spot. But I would say my next move will probably be something in a group with other people doing another group competition or something. I think they're a lot of fun.
All right.
Low stress, high energy.
There you go. You hear that? Melissa's looking for partners for a group, for a team workout. So if you've got some folks and you need another, check this one out, especially if there's going to be like heavy lifting. She's your woman. So cool. All right. Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us at KCF Conversations. We look forward to seeing you in classes and helping you further develop in your time as a CrossFitter.
Thank you. All right. Did it work this time?
It's still going. That's a good sign.